Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite commentary, and this time around we are going to play the healer in Assault. We are going to play Ra, and it looks like we are the only magical on the team as well, so that gives us a very interesting match, because if you are the healer as well as the only damage dealer, then I think you need to kind of compromise. Going for a lot of cooldown reduction is a good option. I'm not sure if I want to max out my heal immediately, because it can give us some issues in the damage department. Kind of depends on how much my team is dealing damage and if they get physical protection on the opponent's side. I expect at least the Aphrodite to get breastplate, sovereignty on the gap, maybe a defense item on the Thanatos as well. I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't think Kronos... Well, Kronos can go for something. There are some options they can go for. That is very rude. And he is definitely going to pay for it. He instant. It's his own fault. I was friendly. I wasn't moving. He fired a death sight. I dodged it. And we killed him. Although I think the Odin cage was a little bit too late. Yeah, it was a little bit too late. So the cage was wasted there. That's fine though. The cage is on a quite short cooldown as well. Since, well, it would have been nice to have it for engage on the Aphrodite, since she can't heal in that cage, of course. Having the 100% reduction of the healing is just very, very powerful. Looks like Susano gets some damage for himself as well. That is going to be the Aphrodite ultimate though, so that's definitely a win. Fenrir ultimate nullified though, so that's something that is a bit unfortunate. To be honest, I feel like if you're with Aphrodite, she's going to use her ultimate all the time to try and save someone that gets pulled from the Fenrir. But that's actually very good for us, because that means that she won't have her ultimate up. Good damage on the gap. He will fall down with that Susano, guaranteed kill on that one. I can try to heal up. It looks like we have enough healing with the meditations to heal up the Odin. But he still falls down. But he didn't get executed by the Thanatos, so he didn't get the healing, didn't get cooldown reduction on his abilities. So we were able to pick up the Thanatos quite easily. Looks like I won't be able to heal any minions though. That was what I was going for. Not able to hit the beam. To be fair, hitting a max range beam is probably impossible. I still feel like the Susano could have gone for the teleport. The Kronos was hit by the 3 from the Susano, so he could teleport and try to finish it off. He didn't do it. Not sure if he has defenses. I expect him not to. So yeah, I don't know if he would have survived it, but it would have been a lot of fun if he went for it. That is fine though. I don't really feel like we need the healing that much, so I'll just put some points into my 1. We've been able to just force a lot of damage onto them. Gap doesn't have ult yet, able to hit him again for a nice chunk of health. I feel like he has some additional health, because it is not chunking him that hard, and he doesn't have any protections because the damage on it is still the regular. So I feel like he has some additional health. Might be because of the sovereignty, because it does provide 200 health. But I'm not sure. I haven't paid too much attention to it, since it isn't really necessary. That's something that I tend to do a lot, is not look at the builds as much if we are doing very well. And once we are, well, aren't doing as well, or if I die, I'll take a look. But otherwise, not so much. Nice dive by the Fenrir. Can you get it? Mystical Mill got it. Healing him up a little bit. Looks like he will be able to survive if he is able to dodge the Kronos well enough. Looks like he is able to. Nice dunk. And the ultimate doesn't come out in time. Rest in pieces. Very quick tower before the 3-minute mark. And we might be able to do some damage to this tower as well. We did have Archimanian for a little bit. Ultimate way off the mark. Oh well. We don't have the best. Well, that's actually a lie. I wanted to say we don't have the best setup for my ultimate. But we do have a decent setup for it. Fenrir can grab someone with the ultimate. Susano can knock up with his ultimate. Artemis Trap and Artemis Tusky can set it up. Although I feel like Tusky stun doesn't last long enough for my raw snipe to hit guaranteed, but it does help out a lot. Rama very low on HP. I think we can get this tower pretty easily. It looks like they're not even defending it. They don't really have a frontliner too, so we are with the number advantage. Well, now we aren't anymore, but with Rama, he was at like 10%, 15% HP, so that's a little bit too little amount of HP to really engage on that one. Fenrir gets one tick of healing, or two maybe. Let's slow down Aphrodite a little bit. Nice stun by the Fenrir. Does deny my ultimate from hitting her, because I expected her to go to the left. But she dies anyway, and we are able to pick up the Thanatos and the Chronos as well. It is 4.5 minutes. We are at that Phoenix. Are you for real? I'm tanking the Phoenix. I don't really want to tank this. I don't have the defenses to do so. Let's just hit the Phoenix for all my might. Look at that damage. 31. It is massive. It is massive damage. Be amazed by the damage. Ooh, Odin a little bit low on HP. Let's just use... I think he might survive. Yeah, he doesn't get hit by anything else. So it looks like the execute won't be able to get through or come through. And Thanatos pretty low on HP. I still... well, I do have my ult, but now... I still like this build. This is one of my favorite builds to go for if I'm playing a mage in Assault. Wow, that ultimate was just straight up bad. Maybe I should just wait for some setup by my team, because this is just horrible. Let's heal up the Susano. Or not. I put down the heal, man. I even put it in a safe spot for him. Looks like the Odin might be in a little bit of an awkward spot. I can use my Medi there. He is actually surviving for a long time. I probably should have used Medi to give him a little bit more. I kind of feel like it's not the worst thing for me to die, but also don't really want to. If you know what I'm saying. And let's see if I can wiggle my way out of this one. Buy some time for my heal to come back up. If I die to the death side, I should be fine. Yeah, okay, nice. And the ultimate by the Artemis. Not being finished off by the Rama. And triple kill by our Artemis. Baited. Okay, I didn't expect the Artemis to do so much work against them, but I guess they focused a little bit too much on me. I mean, if they just straight up ignore me, I know I can heal, but Artemis has just as little amount of escapes as I do. If they just focus Artemis, they can kill her very, very fast. I do think they made a bad choice going for me that badly. But okay. Hit the beam to just assert my dominance onto the Chronos. It will be healed up, so it's not as effective. But the cooldown on my ultimate is pretty low. About 50 seconds. A little bit less. And that's with only 20% CDR. That's why I like this build so much. You have full boots, you have 20% CDR, you have a lot of mana regen. I mean, I have 53 mana regen with the hardwood near me. And I also, well, depending on how much mana I have, of course. Since it does depend on the amount of mana I have. The lower I am, the more mana I get. But the hardwood only provides 20, so I'll have over 25 MP5 most of the time. And when I'm low on the mana, even more, about 30. Looks like we are able to pick up the Phoenix. That's a fast Phoenix. And that's a nice beam, able to pick up that kill onto the Chronos. My beam comes out quick enough. The heal will finish him off, even though he does use his ultimate. And looks like Aphrodite falls down, and that can actually be game already. I mean, we are all alive. I mean, half my team is like 0 HP. I probably should have put my heal in a little bit of another spot. But I can definitely heal them. Oh, I'm sorry, Fenrir. I reset the Titan and it went towards him. And I wasn't able to medi him in time. But it looks like it's going to be it. Kronos is the only one left alive, but Odin can cage him out, and that's going to be it. It's an 8 minute and 5 seconds game. One of the quickest games I've had in Assault in a very long time. 2-0 in 23, 5,300 gold in the pocket. If I died, then they're still in a position where they don't want to be in, because I will be able to get full cooldown reduction, and at least high power item or something that will annoy them even more. Looks like we are... Actually was second in damage. Artemis did so much work, so I wasn't able to out-damage her. But also I was the healer, so I feel like it's not really my job. But still, a lot of damage. Able to hit the snipes pretty decently. I did have a couple of bad misses. But because of Ra's short cooldown on his ultimate, I feel like it's not even that much of an issue. It is like 50 seconds of cooldown with 20% CDR. You can use it a lot. And it looks like Gap indeed had the sovereignty. I agree with his choice, since I'm the only magical. Getting physical defense is way more efficient for them altogether. Aphrodite didn't go for breastplate as I expected her to. That would have been a lot better of a choice, because even though she will lose a little bit of mana regen for it, which can be annoying to deal with, since you are an Aphrodite and you need to heal, her mana pool is quite low. You will have a higher base mana though when you have the breastplate, and with 4 meditations on your team, I feel like you will have to go for that, even though that means that you don't have a lot of mana regen on your own. To be fair, breastplate does provide some mana regen at the moment. They added it for some reason. It's, I think, 10 mana per 5 seconds, so 2 mana a second. That's not bad. That's not a bad amount of mana. I think it could have been a lot better if she went for that. Rama's Ikeval, I kind of like it, since he's against 4 physicals. Getting rid of their power is actually pretty effective. But since the Fenrir and the Odin went for more of a tanky build, he didn't really steal any power from them. And Susano is not going to stick long in the fight. And Artemis, well, it's pretty effective against Artemis, but she has a lot of power with the Bloodforge start. I don't like the Kronos build though. Building Kronos Pendant on Kronos, I don't feel like it's a good choice. You're way better off going for something like I did. Go for Pen Boots. In the case of Kronos, go for Pen Boots and the Sense of Time. You'll have the mana regen you need. You'll have 10% CDR, which is not bad. And more importantly, you'll have the movement speed. And you have even some gold to spare. I feel like Kronos Pendant is just too expensive since they changed it to really use it that well, especially with Sense of Time around. I feel like you should always get that instead of the Kronos Pendant. It's just way better. I do like the Thanatos build. He went for breastplate for the cooldown reduction and protections, into boots, into the healing reduction, which was pretty good on our team. The amount of healing. We have 4 meditations. We have my heal. Artemis had lifesteal. Fenrir has built-in lifesteal. So all in all, a good amount of healing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have a request, please let me know down in the comments. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.